What's up, y'all? Let me tell you what just happened. I attempted to record this video probably like 3 or 4 times before this take, and I hated all of them. I was going to shut the camera off and go to the post office, run some errands, and do some things I needed to do because I was like, I'm wasting too much time with this, and I hate all the versions. I'll just try again tomorrow. But I haven't been on my channel since like a month ago, and it has been moment after moment where I felt compelled to do it, but I was judging my work because I have this fear of appearing small. Just, that cringe that is a part of being a beginner at anything. I'm avoiding that because I don't want to feel small. And as I'm walking towards the door, getting ready to leave, it hits me that that was a self-perpetuating prophecy. That was a that was a, what do you call it? when 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 you're believing something. Anyway, because I was afraid of it, I manifested it. And more specifically, because I was focused on it, I manifested it. I was about to walk out the door, having not recorded this video again, because this has happened, mind you, multiple times since the last time I posted a video. I was about to walk out the door again, having not recorded a video. And so, in my intense focus on my fear of appearing small, I actually made myself small by not rising up to this moment, by not posting anything. Instead of posting something that would help me grow, if nothing else, by way of practice and experience, that would grow my channel, I would instead choose to just avoid it altogether. And in that way, I'm delaying my own self-actualization, you know? I'm sharing this because I didn't know what to talk to you about today. And then I was like, let me just keep it real and talk to you about what's really going on with me, because I have been in this spiritual awakening journey over the last over the last few years, honestly, but really intensely over the last year. And it has been a lot. And recently, between Christmas and New Year's, I experienced a lot of loss. It was a devastating time in my life, and it continues to be something that moves me emotionally. But I'm becoming so self-aware, and that's what increasing your frequency is. It's literally just increasing your level of awareness. I become so aware, like I see and feel so much that I have just no choice but to compel my life in the way that I want it to go. Because when you're asleep, you call it fate or destiny, or chalk it up to the universe, not even realizing that the universe is you. Like, I could have walked out that door and just been like, well, it's just not the time. I'm just not in the mood for it. Wrong timing. Universe. The universe will let me know when it's right. But really, like, I'm the universe. I get to decide when it's right. I get to decide when to advance and what direction to advance, simply by giving my focus to different things. Because in the Bible, and I'm not even religious, but in the Bible where it says there's nothing new under the sun, everything that's coming into being in this world, every plant that has been grown, every item that has been manufactured, every piece of furniture, everything, every piece of clothing, everything, it all came by way of the formless first. And the spiritual world is just the one that we can't see and perceive with our senses. So the unseen becomes seen through you. That's what manifesting is. And you're always, always manifesting because you're always focused on something. And whatever you're focused on is manifesting in your environment, in your life, in your world. That's why you're a creator, a powerful creator. This is my brand. And because I've become so just obsessed about the esoteric, I'm really, really passionate about reminding people of their power. You are a powerful creator. You are, and you don't even have to create stuff, right? Because again, there's nothing new under the sun. What you're creating is this collision of time and circumstance by what you focus on. Your emotions, your heart is emitting signals at all times that are calling different things in. On that series on Netflix, Three Body Problem, spoiler alert, fast forward a couple minutes if you haven't seen it, but there's a woman who is a scientist, and they are trying to send signals out to reach other life out in space. And they have a signal pointed in a specific direction where they think there's life there, but it's going to take like thousands of light years or something to get there. And so this woman is really smart, and she has a real passion for this because she believes the human race is so destructive that we need help. And I might be remembering some of this wrong, so just charge it to my head, not my heart. But she finds a way, she thinks of a way like, oh, if she instead points the signal at the sun is a great amplifier that will then send the message out amplified to this same point in time and space where they think life might exist. And it does, it works. She sends the signal and it works. She gets a message back, y'all. And it's the message back that took me. The message she gets back says, do not reply. Do not reply. Do not reply. Do not reply. The message goes on to say, I'm a peaceful, benevolent being, but the rest of these motherfuckers is not. They is about that smoke. And if you keep calling, they're going to answer. And when they do, they're going to come to possess you. They're going to come to take over the earth. They're not coming to be your friends. So stop. Stop sending the signal, or you will get a response. I just thought that that was a perfect example of how the universe works. Like, the signal that I was sending out was this fear of doing it wrong. Like, just, I don't know why there's a fear. I don't know, y'all. Not wanting to put out things that I don't feel 100% proud of. And so I have some of that perfectionist attitude about things sometimes, which means that my channel is not built up the way that it could have been, you know? And so in my fear of being small, I perpetuated my own smallness by keeping myself small, allowing my fear in particular to keep myself small. And in terms of messages that we send out into the universe like a beacon, fear is particularly strong. It's particularly concentrated. It literally sends out this bright, like, magnetized energy and just pulls from the universe all the things to help perpetuate fear in your life. And so this is the video that I'm posting. I hope that this lands on you in a way that encourages you, because that fear is imaginary. Those limits are imaginary. There's no reason why I couldn't have posted those other 4 videos that I made. No reason whatsoever. My objective is to help by being a demonstration of, like, real life, what it looks like to awaken and bring your spirit into alignment and be purposeful and intentional, not just in a, you know, granola and yoga type of way, but like in your real life. How the fuck are you living this? This is what it looks like. A thought that continues to be thought in your head turns into a belief, because a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking, right? And we know that because we've experienced that even in our childhood. Maybe somebody told you were ugly, that you weren't smart, that you were incapable, you were too short, that you're too black, that you talk too funny, whatever the case is. You talk too much, whatever the case is. There are some limitations that you've placed on yourself that aren't even yours. It's somebody else's. And you allowed that thought to continue being thought inside of your thinker. And it turned into a belief. And then you started forming a life around it. You know? When you talk to people, you're afraid that you might scare them off if you really allow yourself to open up. And so you shut yourself down. You mute yourself. You're afraid that you won't make it on the basketball team because you're not tall enough because somebody told you that shit. And so you never even try out, you know? Those fears just continue to perpetuate themselves as long as we allow them to. There's nothing about your experience that has agency or authority over you that you haven't given it. And so I say this to say, I sure am coming out of a devastating time. I've lost a lot, major things. But the thing is, if major things have left my experience, what major beautiful shit is about to come in? 2025 is about to cook, baby, okay? And I'm a powerful creator. So that means that this is a perfect opportunity for me to build the life that I want in every way. In every way. And when I look at it like that, that is how you alchemize that fear and devastation into excitement and enthusiasm and power. And power. Because you're powerful, you know? Nothing's ever lost. It just changes form. even as you manifest, all that you're doing is taking thoughts, you're turning those into beliefs, allowing those beliefs to inform your emotions. Your heart is the first organ to form as a human being in your bodies, the first, even before your command center. How is anything being organized in human life without having the operating system online? How do you operate? It happens. It happens anyway, even though it doesn't make sense. And so your heart is the first to form. It is the strongest electromagnetic conductor, emitter in you. And so it matters how you feel, my love. Even beyond what you say, even beyond what you think, how you feel. And your thoughts are only as important as they are impactful on your feelings, okay? So it matters that the self-love thing, it has a gimmicky tone to it, but it's a real thing. Like, it's necessary that you love yourself. It is vital that you love yourself. It is vital that you believe in yourself. It is vital. And once you adopt that mindset and that heart space, then you just become compelled to do things in your physical reality that will align with those beliefs. That is how you build a reality, you know? So part of the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to chronicle this in my own life. Because when I tell you devastation, one day I'll come back and tell you the detailed story about the losses that it was just loss after loss after loss, and within days of each other. It was serendipity, but in the most terrifying way. It was awful. And I was devastated. I'm talking about broke down to my knees in here crying by myself, devastating. But the way that I can feel my ability to swing this pendulum in the other direction and have equally and more goodness, abundance, just prosperity, like unity, like focus, like community, like all the shit I'm about to build, like the shit I've already built in my mind. And when I understand that manifesting is always happening because you're always focused on something. So whatever you're focused on, the universe is bringing you more of it. And that is how you're building your life on a daily basis. Understanding that I can bring anything from the unseen world of spirituality, alchemize it through myself and make it a thing. Like, y'all, I started writing in a gratitude journal because I remembered, like, oh, okay, I'm emotionally thrown off. I need to get back focused. And one of the best ways to do that is to create a routine of looking for the vibration that you want to embody. You know, like, it's like tuning yourself. For those of you who play instruments, you have to tune your instrument, right? So this is a tuning device, this gratitude journal. But it's a special one, y'all, because it's one that, look at the author. Y'all, this is my gratitude journal. I created this a year ago and just never did nothing with it. I was just so taken by how gratitude journaling had like shifted my life. I just wanted to give something back to the universe. So I wrote this and published it and never did anything with it. Again, that fear of smallness perpetuating itself because I was afraid, like, what if I want to change it? What if I don't know. Do anybody even buy gratitude journals? I was just so doubtful of myself, unnecessarily so. Fast forward to now, and I needed a gratitude journal because I needed to focus myself. Like, bitch, your emotions are everywhere. And I started journaling in my own gratitude journal, and it was, what a profound experience. Like, what a beautiful full circle. So anyway, I sold one gratitude journal to a woman. Ooh, shout out. I'm gonna put it on the screen because it actually kind of started a ripple effect, and then a few people wanted to buy the gratitude journal. And I remembered the reason why I wrote the gratitude journals because it had shifted me in such a profound way that I wanted to share it with other people. And I love being able to create those waves of empowerment, those waves of self-actualization, those waves of like, oh my God, I'm as amazing as I thought I was. I'm as powerful, I'm as capable as I thought I was. And to see yourself take the unseen, the ethereal, the spiritual, and transmute that into things, into things, okay, that will come back to serve you, and then being able to share that with other people. When you're a person that wants to help, a lot of times you do things that are not as empowering as they could be. You give a man a fish instead of teaching a man to fish. And I spent a great deal of my life just trying to do all the things for people because I felt like I wanted to help them. And that's how you help, is by physically doing something. But when I realized that I can share the power, the energy of shifting your frequency, and the way that that absolutely transforms your life, because you are a creator, you're creating this cross section of circumstances and events and conditions and people. Like, this is all a result of you. Like, I could have walked out that door without posting anything, but this is what I'm going to give you. And this is teaching you to fish. This is not the fish. This is teaching you to fish. And this is exactly what I intended. Look at me creating the reality that I want. Like, even if I cringe when I look back on this video, I will have felt my intentions, you know? And that matters. And I hope that you feel I don't hope, I know you feeling this shit, because I feel it. And we are one. You know, like the light shining through the blinds comes through as these different lines of light. And that's an illusion. Those are not different rays of light. Those are all from the same source. That is all the same light. I am you, so I know you feel this. I am you, so I know that this is going to improve your life. This is going to inform your spirit, because shit hit different when your heart is open to it, you know? So meet your life in your power. Baby, do you hear me? Meet your life right where the fuck it is, standing in your power and wielding everything as you should. I'm not religious, but it's something like that. Let this mind be in you, which was in Christ Jesus, who, being God, did not think it robbery to be equal with God. That means that even Jesus, in his godliest form, as God, said, it is not taking nothing away from God to realize that you are God too. We're all from the same source. God is the sun that's making all the rays. You think you so different? Me and you the same, baby. And I love that for us, because here we are, self-actualizing. What a beautiful shared experience. Anyway, I love y'all, and I'll be back. 2025, we're building, we're creating. 2025, we're stepping into our big creator energy. This season, we fly, okay? I love you. You can do it. You got it. Your greatness. You're a creator.